As the month turned over from May to June, the Beatles held a party after their show at the Prince of Wales Theatre. In attendance was their idol, Carl Perkins.
And I did the tour with him, with Chuck. After the tour, I was invited to a party. I started not to go. I said, man, I got to go to Tennessee in the morning. This was the promoter of the show, and he said, you might ought to go to this one. I said, okay, but I can't stay long. So I walked in this castle, and I saw a dude standing at the end of a table like we don't have in Tennessee, man. It had whole hogs. The kind that put the apple in the mouth, you know, turkeys with them little socks on their, you know, where their feet used to be. I mean, it was a feast. And I told the guy that, the booking agent, I said, that boy at the end of that table looks just like one of them little Beatles, that Ringo. He said, I got news for you, Perkins. That is Ringo. At that point, Ringo spotted us. We just walked in the hall of this big, beautiful mansion, and he stepped up in a chair and he tapped on it, high-priced silver with a spoon or something. Everybody hushed. He said, ladies and gentlemen, he's here, Mr. Carl Perkins. I looked around to see who they was talking about.
Yeah, right.
But the party was for me, and I wound up sitting on the floor with a rhythm guitar, and there sat John, Paul, George, and Ringo on a couch like this, asking me, George said, how did you kick off a right string but the wrong yo-yo? And he was blowing my mind. I'd forgotten that was an old Sun song. He said, no, that's not hardly the way, but that's close enough. He knew every lick I ever heard. And
two great albums that I listened to all the way through, and then when I was about 16, one was Carl Perkins' first or second, I can't remember which, and one was Elvis's first. And those are the only ones where I really enjoyed every track almost.
Well, I mean, I remember being there, you know, before the Beatles, before anything, where I was just as fans. You already had your career started, you know. But we'd be there, like I remember being in John's house, and someone would bring the record, and we'd just listen to that thing all evening, man.
Oh,
sit there, play it at slow speed to get the words off it.
You mean you slow the record down?
What'd you say? I don't know. I think. Oh, that's great though, man.
That's wonderful.
And I was Carl Harrison. And it's funny, really. It doesn't sound like a stage name now. It's just that I loved Carl Perkins.
But what you just told me about listening to those old Perkins records and slowing them down.
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
Yeah, well, we used to just sit there. We'd have one record. You know, you'd often have to travel all the way across the town because you'd hear the legend. So-and-so's got a Carl Perkins record. Where's he live? What's the bus route? And we'd get on about 3 buses across town to there and get to there, go up to his house. We hear, you've got a Carl Perkins record. He said, yeah, sure I have. We said, can we borrow it, please? You know, just for a day, man. Just while we get the records, just while we get the chords, the words and stuff.
That night they invited me to recording studio at Abbey Road, yeah. And I remember I got back to the hotel where I was staying, and I called my wife in Tennessee, and I said, tell my boys, them little long-haired boys they was talking about, I'm going to watch them record tonight, and Val, I'll be a day late. She said, Carl, I'm so thankful. I knew you did. Without me knowing what was going to happen, these guys, when I got to the studio, they were there. They sent their limousine after me. Of course, I was 2 hours early sitting down in the lobby of this little hotel where I was staying. A cat with white gloves and tails on, parked that long car out there, which we have in Tennessee, but you know, you follow funerals with them. You don't ride around them. And he said, I came for Mr. Perkins. I said, you got him, horse. He said, sir? I said, you got him, horse. I sat in the back seat of that car. The things that ran through my old rockabilly mind, man, here you are, London, England, successful tour, met what looks like the hottest group in America, the #1 song here in America at that time. you're a lucky man, Carl. I really was. And then when I got to the studio, Ringo said, Mr. Perkins, you care if I record some of your songs? I said, you want me to write you some? He said, no, I really would like to do, honey, don't. I said, man, go at it. And I never forget, he said, hey guys, you don't care. He got right on the drum. They didn't make over 2 passes at it till they had it. They went right, they cut Matchbox, they cut George saying, everybody's trying to be my baby. Now really try, if you can, to imagine an old broken down alcoholic sitting in a chair in London, England, hearing his old songs that he didn't know anybody knew. And there was a group singing them back. And I listened to the playbacks with George Martin. I shook, my soul shook. I left England with a complete different attitude. These little guys gave me some strength that I needed at that time. I walked around Jackson, Tennessee. I told those people, I said, I owe you, but I'm gonna pay you, man. I got some songs cut with the Beatles. It was beautiful.
Initially, reports stated that the plan for the soundtrack to the Beatles film would be filled by old numbers like She Loves You and I Want to Be Your Man. But plans changed when John and Paul returned from their holidays with a handful of new songs. So they were booked in for 3 days of recording in Abbey Road before heading off on their world tour. At the recording session on the first, they recorded Perkins' Matchbox, where Ringo took the lead vocal. They also recorded I'll Cry Instead, a new song written by John, a cover of Slow Down by Larry Williams, and finally, after a break, they recorded 16 takes of a newly written Lennon song, I'll Be Back.
I'll Be Back is me completely. My variation of the chords of Del Shannon's I only remember the organ parts and whatever, A minor down to G, down to F, down to E. Paul wrote one, and I wrote one. Mine was I'll Be Back.
They initially decided to record I'll Be Back in a fast waltz time, which gave John some difficulty in trying to sing.
It's too hard to sing.
The next day was another busy one. They recorded 3 new Lennon McCartney compositions. In the afternoon, John belted out Anytime at All, and they also recorded Paul's new song, Things We Said Today, which they perfected in just 3 takes. During the evening session, they recorded John's When I Get Home, and they had a few friends in the studio to watch them record. It was 17-year-old Ken Scott's first day as an assistant engineer, and he recalls George impatiently waiting for the tape to be lined up for playback.
The shoot was fun with the Beatles. The concept was the Beatles were mocking the establishment while becoming a part of it, spoofing London's financial class. And so he needed deadpan expression, so he told them, all right, boys, just think that the sole purpose in life is to make money. And then they looked really sad, and they shot the shot. He said, that's a cover.
During the photo session, Ringo collapsed and was taken to hospital. It was determined that he would be too unwell to join the group on their world tour.
And for some reason, we couldn't really cancel it. So the idea came up, we'll get a stand-in drummer.
George is a very loyal person, and he said, if Ringo's not part of the group, it's not Beatles. He said, I don't see we should do it. I'm not going to go. And it took all of Brian and my persuasion to tell George that if he didn't do it, it was letting everybody down.
Well, of course we shouldn't have done it. I mean, can you imagine the Rolling Stones going on tour? Oh, sorry, Mick can't come. Oh, all right, well, we'll just get somebody else to replace him for 2 weeks, you know? It's like silly. I couldn't understand it, but it's how many Beatles does it take to change a light bulb, see? 4. Anyway, I really despised the way we couldn't ever make a decision for ourselves. It was always like, no, sorry, you know, but Ringo must go with us. Sorry, we'll get a new drummer.
The question then came to who would play the drums. Supposedly renowned session drummer Bobby Graham was offered the gig but turned it down. And the idea of Pete Best joining was brought up, but likely not very seriously. But finally, George Martin suggested Jimmy Nicol.
He had to rehearse with them, and they came and worked through all the songs here, and got to know the songs very well.
Without Ringo, the trio spent their recording session on the 3rd working on some demos. First up was George's second completed composition, You Know What to Do. They also recorded a demo for another John song, No Reply, with Paul on drums, George on bass, and John playing rhythm guitar.
Beatles, dengang du fik The Beatles til Danmark, der fik du jo alle forsiderne, fordi det var en sensation. Hvordan var der med det, hvis jeg må spørge dig?
Ja, Beatles, det var sådan et tilfælde, for i 63, der skrev jeg rundt til alle agenter i England, for sådan at få noget tilbudt. Og der fik jeg et brev fra Brian Epstein, hvor han tilbød mig med Beatles i en uge. Men jeg havde ingen penge dengang. Så jeg skrev tilbage, at han skulle kontakte en svensker, der hed Thomas Johansson. Og han er nu den største af dem alle sammen i Skandinavien. Og året efter, så blev jeg kontaktet af den engelske ambassade, der skulle være en fest her i København, om vi ville lave, der var jeg gået sammen med Knud Thorbjørnsen dengang, og Knud han stod for jazzen, og jeg stod for poppen. Så jeg tog på chancen til London, gik op til Brian Epstein, om bæveren i stemmen, jeg skulle spørge på alle dem han havde, Billy J. Kramer, Cilla Black og alle de. Jeg tog ikke spørge på Beatles. Så sad han lidt, så kiggede han i sin bog, så sagde han, den 4. juni, KB-handlen, han vidste jo ikke, det var KB-handlen, men sagde 4. juni, hvad siger du til at lave 2 koncerter? Så sagde han, det synes jeg er helt fantastisk, altså det må jeg da sige, men det er jo sådan, det med pengene, hvordan klarer vi det? Nå, men nu går du hjem til København, så sender du mig en kontrakt, og så kigger vi på det, så skal du nok finde de 2.000 pund, jeg skal have i garanti. Og Christensen, hvis du lever endnu ude fra KB-hallen, 1000 tak skal du have, for det var din skyld, for jeg havde ikke pengene, men du fik lov, eller jeg fik i hvert fald lov at få, at det publikum havde betalt i forskud. Men jeg fik ikke en krone selv. Og Hitmaker skal huske én ting, jeg gik i jomfruburet, og sagde, at jeg havde forhandlet, og jeg skulle få Beatles, og alle sagde, at det er godt. Og Geo, din gamle friske dreng, som var i jomfruburet, han sagde, hvis du er kommet med en kontrakt, så den aften, det er på min regning. Så det var en stor dag, den dag jeg kunne gå op og sige til Geo, alt det gas, jeg har hørt fra jer, nu er den her, og så kom Beatles hjem.
Have you got a spokesman today, or are you all?
No, we spoke equally.
That's fine. First, I would like if you could give me a definition of what the Beatles is. Is it good music? Is it good business? Is it a good joke, or is it just fun?
I hope. It's good music.
Could you give us one of them?
Well, just fun.
But what we just have seen looks something like mass hysteria or something like that.
No.
That's
Not
just,
mass hysteria.
Just a press.
It's a football match.
Is it a football match?
Yes.
But you're earning a lot more than the football players in a normal match, aren't you?
I know, but the football players earn quite a bit, don't they?
Say, do you think that your career has reached a climax now, or are you still on the way up?
Well,
possibly.
We don't know. Maybe.
You're still working to improve your talents and your incomes, aren't you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Well, aren't you?
Always.
All the time.
You are too.
Where are you going from here?
Holland.
Amsterdam.
Around the world.
Amsterdam, then Hong Kong. Catch me now. Then Australia, then England, then a tour of Britain, then a Christmas show at Hammersmith Odeon.
Do you think you'll get the same reception all over the world like you got here?
It depends.
I mean that the Beatles are an international phenomenon.
Not every
Well,
country.
everywhere
We only go where
records,
people buy the
then-
records, don't we? Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's
Everywhere.
good. Right.
Yeah.
When people buy the records, we go.
And if they don't know us, then we don't go.
Oh, we go for a holiday.
Yeah.
If they don't know us, we go for a holiday there.
We go for a holiday.
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 Let's go now.
No, just a minute, just 1 minute.
Oh.
Last question. Do you know how many profit-making branches you are giving your name to?
No, it's not. That's not for us then. That's our manager works that out.
Juni 64 var en meget stor dag for hitlægger, som den måske var for mange andre mennesker. Det var nemlig dagen, da Beatles kom til byen. Og vi skulle være forvarmegruppe for Beatles, sammen med 2 andre grupper. Og da vi startede koncerten, der sad folk og råbte, "We want the Beatles" hele tiden, så vi var alle sammen meget, meget nervøse, før vi skulle ind. Men det gik overmådet godt, og i første koncert, der blev vi klappet så meget, så vi finder 4 ekstra nummer, og det var det eneste, vi ikke var forberedt på. Så vi sagde, "Nå jamen, vi spiller Long Tall Sally, den kender vi sgu da alle sammen." Og vi gik ind og spillede den, og vi fik at vide bagefter, at Paul McCartney havde stået og revet sig i håret derude af alt. For 8 dage forinden havde Beatles lanceret den i England på en single, og den skulle her også. Og vi vidste intet om det på det tidspunkt. Og bagefter koncerten kom de hen og spurgte os meget høfligt og pænt, om vi ikke godt ville lade være med at spille den i anden koncert, hvilket vi selvfølgelig undlod.
The crazy scenes that featured in all Beatles shows indeed followed them to Copenhagen. They played 2 shows in front of 4,400 fans in each, and after the second show, when the MC announced that the Beatles had finished and would not return, a potted plant was thrown at him from the crowd.
Hey, they were off kicking him up out there.
Yeah.
Stand up.
Dutch hooligans.
Who's Jim Nicol?
There he is.
Have you got artificial hair?
No, man.
Oh, fish eye, go away. Fish eye.
Go away with your
Fish eye.
Fish eye is not allowed.
No good.
Fish eye is bad fish
No fish eye.
Oh.
Yeah.
You ever seen a photograph taken of all of that?
Yeah, it looks like Mickey Mouse, fish eye.
So what?
So what? So what?
So what? You go home.
That's what.
You do it. You go home. Dutch hooligan.
Now take Mickey Mouse
Hey, there were
away.
fights outside.
Do you think this was quite an easy arrival or not?
It's quite hard, really.
Quite hard? Because usually
Yeah,
the
it's very much
photographers
different
don't
from
usually
Copenhagen.
fight with the police.
The reception
here.
What
are you looking for?
The clock.
Oh, I see. Oh, you'll get some police before you leave.
Great. This looks like Christoph. Yeah. Oh, that's
These are the clothes which the male population wears. The traditional ones, like the girl.
Golden Dome.
So you just put it on. You put it on, maybe get some fine photographs out of it.
Well, we've just have them on for about yes. Hello,
Ringo Starr.
Well, he's not feeling too bad. We don't know much about
Did you know he's coming with you to Australia?
We're expecting him to join us on Sunday.
Wednesday, we heard.
No, he's
Sunday to go to Hong
Wednesday.
Kong.
It was on the tape.
What did he say?
The Felix, that he did, the doctors didn't allow him to come with you.
Till when?
I don't know.
This, I think, I heard it was till next Wednesday, isn't it?
Well, it's
It was 10:30 Saturday. Could I have your autograph, please?
Oh, yes, certainly. Have you got a pen?
You're John Lennon, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, John Leonard.
John Lennon. What do you think of the reception here in Holland?
Very good, it was.
Very
good, yes.
Is it comparable to Copenhagen?
Yes, it is.
What do you think of Copenhagen?
It's beautiful.
Beautiful city, beautiful Copenhagen.
Wonderful. What was gone?
Yes, it's here.
Copenhagen.
And this is John.
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney.
Made a mistake again, hey?
No, I never make a mistake again. Thank you.
Good. Thank you.
You're a left-handed guitar player too?
Yes, it's done by mirrors.
By mirrors?
If you watch me in that mirror, I'm right-handed.
You're right-handed.
It's amazing, really.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And the next is Jimmy. How does it feel to travel with royalty?
Marvellous.
Marvellous?
Yeah, very good.
Had you expected a reception like that?
I haven't seen anything like that before.
Oh. Are you going on with the Beatles to the Far East?
It's not settled yet.
Not settled yet?
No.
Depends on Ringo's health?
Yeah, it depends on whether...
All right.
he makes it. Yeah.
And the last one, please.
Hello.
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 You think if you can keep that up, that tremendous success you have?
I don't know.
You're trying hard, aren't you?
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And all the best of luck.
Thank you. Dank u.
Goedenavond en dan nu de Beatles hier in de studio in levende lijven. Dat zeg ik dan wel in levende lijven, maar de Beatles die zijn hier nog niet. En van die gelegenheid kunnen dan de hier aanwezige teenagers mag ik misschien wel zeggen, gebruik maken om de Beatles allerlei vragen te stellen. Het is namelijk zo dat de Beatles zijn dus in een andere ruimte. Ze kunnen jullie zien, ze kunnen jullie dus ook horen. En ik dacht, het is een unieke gelegenheid om alles maar te vragen aan de Beatles wat je wil. Wie zou er iets willen vragen? Helemaal erbovenop, dan moet je wel even gillen. Of de Beatles verliefd, en dan wil je ook nog weten natuurlijk op wie. Of de Beatles verliefd zijn. Nou, Berend Boudewijn, mag ik er even bij ondertussen? Berend Boudewijn zit in de andere ruimte bij de Beatles. En die kan misschien die vraag wel eens even herhalen. Beatles, zijn jullie verliefd?
Hier in de foyer aan de bar achter mij zitten ze dan echt, de Beatles. First of all, you introduce yourselves.
George Harrison, Paul McCartney,
John Lepper,
Jimmy Nicol.
The question we just had from one of the people in the audience was, were any of you in love?
Me.
Yeah, you're married.
Yes, he's married.
That's right.
Yes, of course.
Does that put you in an exceptional position?
Oh,
Being
on
married?
Sunday, yeah.
On Sunday. Would you want to get married, the others?
No, I don't like marriage.
Why not?
No good marriage. It's good.
What do you think?
I don't know yet. When I've got some more money.
Cost money to get married?
Well, you need a bit, don't you? You know,
To marry?
you need a new suit and hat and that.
Is your wife expensive?
Quite. Yes.
How much did she cost when you bought her?
She was about £50 in Nairobi.
But she was second hand, wasn't she?
Was she second hand?
How dare you?
What did he say?
Nog één. Dat zijn dezelfde meisjes die vanmorgen in Volendams kostuum bloemen hebben aangeboden. Wat vind je van die
The
Beatle-jurk?
same ones who were in the costume this morning. That's quite a change, yeah?
Ja.
This Beatle dress.
I think this one. This one, I think.
Yeah, it makes money for you.
No,
it's
the other one's a bit old-fashioned, isn't it? It's like the clogs. This thing with the clogs.
If you were a girl, you were not a Beatle, would you wear a dress like that?
Well, the girls look better, don't they, than they did this morning?
You're right.
I think so.
Yeah. Next question, please.
Ik wilde dus vragen of de Beatles buiten dus Engeland of in Engeland zelf nog bepaalde favoriete bandjes hebben. Zoals Swinging Blue Jeans, Dave Clark 5, Fred in the Dreamers of zo.
Ja.
Iets van die aard. Dus.
Ja.
Well, you heard the names they mentioned. Whether you have any favorites in England with a new band?
Searchers and the Rolling Stones we like.
Very good.
Applause.
Jij had nog een vraag, helemaal uit Bangkok, nog een vraag.
Nee, ik had een vraag.
Oh, jij had een vraag.
Ik wilde vragen of Jimmy het moeilijk vond om die rol van Ringo zo ineens over te nemen.
You're on, Jimmy. Whether you find it difficult to take over the role of Ringo?
No, not really. No. As far as Ringo, I can never make up for what Ringo is. You know.
How long have you been doing this?
Until next Thursday.
Next Thursday.
Yes.
So you're sort of understudy.
Yes, I am.
You think it's a great break?
Oh yes.
Excellent. Treating you good?
Marvelous.
Ringo eigenlijk, hè?
Beatles, willen jullie veel goed aan Ringo doen?
Oh, this girl.
Meer de groeten dus. En er was er nog één vraag van hier.
Wanneer gaat het nou eens beginnen?
Wanneer de Beatles nou eens gaan beginnen. Nou, je ziet, ze zitten daar enorm gezellig.
Herman, vraag maar of de zaal daar bereid toe is.
Ja, zou iedereen het leuk vinden wanneer de Beatles nu hier binnenkwamen? Je hebt het gehoord, Berend. Ik dacht het enthousiasme is matig, maar dat zal wel blijken als ze de gezichten laten zien. We kunnen ze natuurlijk om de Beatles laten roepen, hè? We kunnen ze roepen, misschien komen ze dan vlugger. Het is een soort Sinterklaasje, kom maar binnen met je tred.
Okay. The way it's...
In the evening after their TV appearance, the Beatles went on an audacious night that resembled their life in Hamburg just a couple of years earlier. In Mal's diaries, he was quoted saying, "We managed to escape this particular night and ended up frequenting the brothels which line one of the canals. It was dark when we arrived and we were congratulating ourselves on having gotten away with something. Imagine our dismay on leaving and finding daylight greeting us, along with several thousand fans lining the banks and shouting, 'Yay Beatles!' John was quoted saying, 'When we hit the town, we hit it. We were not pissing about. You know, there's photographs of me groveling about, crawling about in Amsterdam on my knees, coming out of whorehouses and things like that, and people saying, "Morning, John." Police escorted me to the places because they've never wanted a big scandal.' On the 6th, before a concert in Blokker, the Beatles were paraded down the Amsterdam canals. Fans were jumping in the water, trying to reach them, and George Harrison retold an amazing story in the anthology book. We were boating along the canals, waving and being fab, and we saw a bloke standing in the crowd with a groovy-looking cloak on. And we sent Mal to find out where he got it from. And Mal jumped off or swam off the boat and about 3 hours later turned up at our hotel with the cloak, which he'd bought from the guy. In between their 2 concerts on the 6th, the Beatles were expected to attend a civic reception at a local restaurant and visit a traditional Dutch village. Apparently no one told the Beatles and they napped between shows instead. And obviously this upset a lot of the Dutch people. The Beatles took a convoluted journey to Hong Kong from Amsterdam. They first flew to London, where they were joined by John's Aunt Mimi, and then on to Zurich, Beirut, Karachi, Calcutta, and Bangkok. In Beirut, the local police turned the firefighting foam on hundreds of fans who had invaded the runway. In Karachi, when the Beatles landed, Paul attempted to go and buy some souvenirs, but even at 2 a.m., a shrieking fan appeared from nowhere and he was forced back onto the plane. George was quoted saying, "The best flight I remember was that one to Hong Kong. It took several hours and I remember them saying, 'Return to your seats because we're approaching Hong Kong.' And I thought, we can't be there already. We'd been sitting on the floor drinking and taking trellies for about 30 hours and it seemed like a 10-minute flight."
This is Mrs. Mary Elizabeth Smith of Walton, just outside of Liverpool, better known as Aunt Mimi, the lady who brought John Lennon up from a boy.
Yes, that's right.
What sort of a boy was he?
A lovable rebel.
A lovable rebel. Did he get into trouble?
And not real trouble, just mischievous, you know.
Did you think that he was going to become a star such as this in the music world when he was a
No,
boy?
not in the music world, of course. But I always felt that he'd do something with his writing and drawing.
Well, he's a successful author now, but he's also a successful songwriter.
Yes, I know that, but he's been doing that since he was about 8.
I believe this is the first time, Aunt Mimi, that you've been on television.
Yes, the very first time.
Well, we're proud that it's on our show, and you're 34,000 feet above sea level.
My goodness.
Now, what is the purpose of your coming to Australia and New Zealand?
Well, John thought that I ought to have a little holiday. And so I'm here.
You have relatives in Wellington, New Zealand.
Yes, I have them, relatives there.
How did you feel about John's marriage to Cynthia?
Oh, it was the best thing that ever happened. I was very, very pleased.
And the boy, the little boy?
Lovely little fellow.
John, have you ever been interviewed 34,000 feet above sea level before?
No, definitely not.
How are you enjoying the trip?
Not bad, it's a bit long, you know, but they're looking after us well.
Will this be the longest trip you've made?
I don't know. Yes, it is, I think.
How about your Auntie Mimi? How's she enjoying this?
Oh, she likes it because she's never been this high before.
How do these teenagers... What's that?
Oh! We're being assailed by his beard's growing. It's John, I think. Good old carefree John. Just put it down here and pretend to ignore him. You're all right, though. He keeps doing this. Always good for a gag is John, you know.
What do you expect to do in Hong Kong?
Well, Bob. Well, Bob, in Hong Kong, I don't know, just sort of see what's happening, you know. It's very different, isn't it, from what I've ever seen before, I should imagine.
You think you'll get an opportunity to do any sightseeing?
Hope so. I'd like to.
Paul, you'll be celebrating your birthday the first night of your performances in Sydney. How old will you be, and what do you hope to do?
I will be 16, and I'll be 22. What do I hope to do? I don't know. Have a party. Yeah, I hope we can have a party. Actually, I don't like birthdays at all. No good birthdays, because...
Why not?
I don't know, I've never liked them, you know. I'm not struck on birthdays. Christmas is fine, and the goose is getting fat, but not birthdays, no.
You seem to be a boy who has just about everything that money could buy. What are you going to get for your birthday?
I don't know. It's a funny thing, actually. In the group, we keep forgetting to buy each other things for birthdays. And it really is forgetting, because more often than not, we can't get out to buy each other things. So we forgot George's birthday present, we forgot Ringo's, so I hope they forget mine, because I'll feel a bit of a heel if they don't. I think we'll forget mine, you know.
I don't think the fans in Sydney will let that happen. I hope it'll be a memorable birthday for you that'll live long in your memory.
Thanks, Dave.
The Beatles had 2 shows in Hong Kong, and neither were sold out because the promoter charged exorbitant amounts. It was the equivalent of a week's pay for just 1 ticket. They all stayed in instead of going out on the night, except for Mal Evans, who spent a night out around the town that was not dissimilar to the night they all had out in Amsterdam. On the 10th, they boarded a plane to Australia, where the world tour was to continue.